What's up, guys? I'm Alex Cave, and this is Down to the Roach Podcast.
Just do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. I'm stunner till I die. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. I'm stunner till I die.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 13. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, hell yeah. I love that shit. And I always will love that shit. I'm going to take a sip because obviously every week we are, drinking on the podcast. And it's not a familiar beer, but it's starting to become one, and it's pretty good. It's one of Robbie's favorite beers. It's called Narragansett. I call it a Russian beer because it just sounds like it's Russian. Oh, give me the Narragansett, eh? Well, that's kind of Italian. Anyway, let's take a sip of this and let's get back on here. Okay. Love it. Great lager. It says, made on honor, sold on merit. And I don't even know what the fuck that means. Let's see. It's Narragansett Brewing Company out of Rochester, New York. Okay. Oh, shit. It says write to us at 461 Main Street, Pawtucket, Rhode Island, dude. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Dude, you know that fucking makes Robbie's dick hard, bro. He fucking loves Rhode Island, bro. If Rhode Island was a person, dude, he'd have that bitch married. Oh, shit. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Narragansett. Great beer. Yeah, man, I hope everybody's had a great week. It's been a very interesting past, couple of weeks for me. I'm, getting sleep and then not getting sleep and being haunted by fucking demons. And it's just kind of like what happens, man. You just be doing your thing and out of nowhere shit just go back to fucking being like, oh, I thought I escaped this shit. But, hey. That's life for all of us, right? Because, most of us just try to pretend like we're not going through something. That's what our Snapchat and our Instagram and our Facebooks help us do. They help us pretend we're not going through the shits. But I'm going through the shits every day, man. That's why it's important to surround yourself by great people to lift you up, people to fucking set your head straight. Sometimes things suck, but things are less sucky when you can go through it as a team. It's kind of why Tony Stark and the Avengers hooked up together, right? Them motherfuckers, dude. And this is the really interesting thing on there because there's so many. I love a good Easter egg, okay? And for those who don't know what a fucking Easter egg is, it is something in a movie, in a game, possibly even in a book that just, pays homage over time and pays off in the long run of things, or calls back on something from previous things. And a lot of people don't know, but, obviously, spoiler alert, in Avengers Endgame, Tony gets the 6 Infinity Stones. I'm Iron Man, snaps his fingers, takes out Thanos and the boys, including himself. And the whole movies, if you pay attention, Tony will just randomly be like, my arm hurts, my arm went numb. For no reason. You're just like, okay. And then the pay up is to, apparently it's like the universe knew. It was just like, you're supposed to fucking, be Iron Man. This is what you're meant to do. So much so that, in time, in set in stone, your arm's going numb because it's almost close. We're getting there. It's almost time for you to make your sacrifice. It's some wild shit. But, dude, those were the good old days, right? Infinity War, Endgame, Game of Thrones. Dude, nothing's been the same since the last season of Game of Thrones. It fucked up the world. Nothing's been the same. Great Drake album. When I went to college in 2013 in the fall, it just come out. And dude, the nostalgia. I would leave, because I was on the 3rd floor, and I'd come out of my dorm, I'd get on the elevator, and I'd go get in the car, and I was still kind of scared about smoking on campus. And you're not allowed to smoke cigarettes on campus. You had to go across the street. So I would take the car and go across to this nice housing development and just drive around every night jamming. Nothing Was the Same, the Drake album. And dude, it was just fuel to me. And then I would go back to my dorm room and either do homework or play Grand Theft Auto 5 because that shit had just come out as well. That shit literally come out. Like, I went to pick up GTA 5 the night it come out, and fucking that next morning I had to get up early and go to Raleigh and go to college. Sheesh, please. Miss those people. But listen, nothing really has been the same since last in the Game of Thrones, bro. They fucked shit up so bad that it really imprinted on people. I think people's DNA was written in that show so much, including, I mean, myself included. Like, just when it ended the way that it did, dude, like, everyone felt broken. They felt destroyed, and then it led to all the crazy shit, I think. So, blame the Wachowski or the Wachowski brothers, whoever the fuck done the last season of Game of Thrones. And I know it wasn't them. They were the motherfuckers that done The Matrix. But these two cocksuckers on Game of Thrones, man, they really got fucked with this last season. It was unfortunate. And I'm starting to learn, too, on a random side note, if I don't make my, because I always make my fucking bed, dude. You understand what I'm trying to say, brother? Oh, yeah, I love that. I love that. I love making my bed. So I always make my bed. And I'm starting to learn, I feel like if I don't make my bed, if my bed looks like I could just hop back into it at any moment in time and go back to sleep, I feel like I can stay awake all day long. Like, what the fuck? It's wild, man. It's weird. I fucking make my bed. Next thing you know, I'm walking in the walls and shit, and accidentally calling 911 and being like, I think someone broke in the house. They're like, sir, are you okay? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Like, sir, we can refer you to some counseling. Nah, I'm alright. No, partner, I'm alright. Don't you worry about it. And it's speaking of being alright and not worrying about it. Ain't that creepy, dude? Like those Southern Belle, like cops, they're just super they're just smiling and just like, hey now, what brings you out here late at night, boy? And I'm like, one, you're a white male cop, and you're talking like that really freaks me out. And you're just smiling, looking me up and down, okay? I'm out just looking at the sunset, okay? I'm just living. I was on the phone talking to my mom. You know what I mean? Just simple shit. And these motherfuckers just be like, well, go on get now. I hate to keep you knowing that your mama waiting on you, And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. See, this is why you fucking do that. You train birds, brother. I have a bird whistle. Fucking when shit gets too intense, I just go. You always fucking hear. Fucking crows and roosters, dude. I got a fucking crow and a rooster whistle. Because while the crows are fucking you up from the sky, you're not paying attention to your feet, and a rooster will dig its fucking talon into your dumb ass. Just. The fucking crows! Shit! Get him, rooster! Dude, best rooster call ever. Hook. Robin Williams, Peter Pan movie. Holy shit. One, best Disney fucking, character. Peter Pan, the shit. Neverland, the shit. Captain Hook, awesome. Shmee, wonderful. Tinkerbell, we all love her, don't we? Man, dude. Fucking Rufio, dude. Bro, Hook is so fucking good, dude. Hook is so good. Like, we might have a little extra long segment about this on next week's podcast, just about how fucking good Hook was. Like, bro, Robin Williams growing up, like Peter Pan, like, the balls on the motherfucker that wrote this story. Peter left Neverland and grew up. And they came back and got him because they needed him to remember. And dude, they're picking on him and he feels alone and they're making fun of him. and they're like pulling his glasses off, and they're just like, "This ain't really you." And they're looking up and down at him, bro. And then Rufio like wins and beats his ass and embarrasses and everything, bro. Dude, they fucking get through the whole fucking trial, bro. Like, they were the best scenes. Shit, dude. I swear to God, this is one of the first moments besides the Batman one where like I'm like literally hurt the fact that I can't show this with you guys. But me and Rob have already talked about here in like a week or two. We're gonna start getting things set up on here for just videos so y'all can see my beautiful face ever since I said this is the first podcast, and that I could like pull this up right now and we could all watch this together. But come with me on this journey. Close your eyes, grab your nipples like fucking homie from Waterboy. Let's go on this ride together. So fucking oh shit, what was I talking about? I'm gonna take a sip of that Narragansett. We'll remember. Oh man, Peter Pan. Shout out to Narragansett. Made on honor, sold on merit. Hell yeah. So Robin Williams, dude, they're going through the whole fucking trial. They're like they like pick up like the food and shit, and there's nothing in the bowls, and he's hungry, and all the kids are eating, and he's like, I don't understand. And they're like, you gotta believe, you dumb big-headed motherfucker. So he believes. And then when he believes, you see the whole table fill up with food, and they start eating, and they start having a fucking food fight. They start believing so fucking good. Hell yeah. Dude, imagine not having any food because you can't believe, but then you start believing so fucking good that you have a food fight. Not that you're even eating, like, you're fucking having a food fight, bro. Oh my God. Dude, and then Peter realizes he starts to fucking remember. He starts to believe again. He starts to know who he is. And then him and Rufio have this crazy ass shit. And bro, Peter fucking beats Rufio, and Rufio falls down, and everyone surrounds Peter, and they're just going, oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. And then Rufio gets on his knees and he goes, you're the Pan. And I'm like, yeah, dude. Yeah, he is. I'm up, bro. I'm walking around right now. Shit. Oh, shit. Dude, he's the Pan, bro. Fuck, bro. Dude, oh, shit. Hook? Dude, Hook was such a good movie. And it is something that I can never get back. I hope some of y'all understand that too. Some movies that you've seen as a kid, you can never get that back. Like, you heard me get excited right there, and so I still love it, and I still remember how it made me feel, but I can never get that back again with that. Mainly many other things, but when you're a kid, and you're that whimsical, and you're that, you don't know anything, man. Your fucking mind's this open book, brother. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never had your heart broken yet. The worst thing that's happened to you is that you didn't get a fucking 10-piece. You got a 6-piece. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Fucking, dude, watching, and what's beautiful too is, dude, back then, I didn't even know what an icon Robin Williams was. I was just a kid watching a movie, and the dude playing it was great, and I knew everyone around me loved him. So I was like, okay, cool. Then you get older and you're like, dude, Robin Williams, holy shit. Like, phenomenal, dude. Mrs. Doubtfire, Birdcage, like, just Good Morning Vietnam. Like, bro, like, there's just some actors that I'm telling you, bro, like, you could go through their whole discography. Like, it's just nuts and just enjoy the whole time. Like, man, dude. Man. Shit's crazy. Love that movie. If y'all have never seen Hook, please watch it. If you've seen Hook, please rewatch that fucking movie. It is such a good movie. Me and Rob has talked about maybe in the future having like a watch party or like movie nights with everybody, and we do live streams and stuff. So if we start doing that, man, we'll definitely add Hook to the list and have everyone get on the stream, get what you need, get your drinks, get your smoke. Get your popcorn, get your candy, get your love, get everything above. Amen. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, dude, just Hook, man. What a great movie. And it's growing up, dude, watching so many things of the sort, because I didn't, obviously Hook didn't have any really cities in it. I mean, kind of, I guess when they were like, when Peter was still like when he was away from Neverland, he was in the city. But You know, it's weird, man. I never lived in the city besides when I was in college, and but I feel like I watched so many things growing up, like Spider Man, Batman, a lot of superhero shit. And I wasn't even about to say unfortunately, because I love superhero shit, and if you can't still fucking find hope in that, then I'm sorry. But I just feel like I watch so many things that involve like the city that when I'm in the city, I feel nostalgic. I feel like I'm home, even though I feel very at home and love, the country. It's weird, man. It's weird. It's nice having, like a backyard and not knowing there's, it's just, but at the same time, dude, the city's a whole vibe, bro. The city is a whole vibe. Oh, shit. Um, I went and watched Cody play softball, and the other weekend they kicked ass. They did a really good job, and they had an awesome game. She even had Kelsey come out and be her outfielder while she fucking ran third base and shit. And they came out and they got a dub, so it was just really cool. And Kelsey hadn't played for a long time, and I hadn't seen her in a long time, so it was nice to see her. And I don't know when I'll see her again, but like that's why I say when I see people that I know, like I always give people a hug, tell them I love them. It was great seeing them. I hope I see them again. I got a picture with her, so I can always look back on that and just remember, hey, we seen each other here, and it's nothing personal on on either one of us. It's just people are just busy, man. We start having different lives and things are the way they are, but you link back up with certain people. Like, when I started talking to her, it was like nothing's changed. Like, that girl is such a sweetheart. I've always been close to her and her sister, and they're great people. I don't know if I brought this up before, but like I said, like, dude, we used to go to these lake parties, and I would I would go into the refrigerator and I would find shredded cheese, and then it became such a thing. I started bringing my own, but that because we couldn't have any mishaps. But get shredded cheese and take it to these parties. And dude, these girls would come up. I mean, tits bouncing, smiling. They would look, and I mean this, and I love these girls for it. They would look like they're ready to be cummed on. Like I'm just, whew. These girls are just fine, okay, and they are just in that mode, and they're just like, pour it on me. I fucking reach in that bag of shredded cheese and just sprinkle it on their face and their hair and their titties, and we all scream, "Cheese gang! Hey!" Can you believe I had people yelling that at High Rock Lake? Can you? I can. Dude, those are some fun ass parties, dude. Walk around with backpacks full of beer. God. Those were good times. But yeah, Kelsey was part of the squad. She always liked to get a little cheese on her. We all love the cheese. Cheese gang, whole lot of gang shit. When she went up the bat, I was like, "Cheese gang." She said she didn't hear me, but I most definitely made sure she knew whenever she came out of the fucking the box. But yeah, dude, Cody's sons are so funny. Her little man Grayson. He's just cute, dude. He's just funny. He's just kind of like just be looking around all the time, but then he'll go to speak, and you're like, oh, what's he about to say? And it's just like the cutest shit. Like he just asking, like it's just funny, man. Grace is really cool, and he does the funniest thing, which is what you just heard earlier. Basically, was she'll be asked him, she goes, what does the lion say? And he'll go, rawr. And she'll go, what does the tiger say? And he goes, rawr. And she'll be like, what does the chicken say? And he goes, bop bop bacock, or like, swear to God. And then what's some of the other ones? Oh, dude, I forgot what she said. What the bison said, but it was like some interesting. Like you're like, oh, okay, I guess I kind of agree with that. Some of the stuff I'm like, what does that say? But here's the best one. She goes, what does the rooster say? And I'm telling you, with all his might, but with the straightest face in the world, like he's not even doing anything, this kid will just go, dude, whoever taught him to do that, God bless you. It is hilarious. It is hilarious. So, and then Curtis, oh my gosh. So, love that kid. I mean, I like it's crazy because I remember I was like one of the first people to hold him in the hospital whenever Cody had him 7 years ago. So that's why I was talking to her. I was like, dude, it's been 7 years. That's crazy. Oh my God, like time really does fly, man. But uh, me and Curtis was just kicking it, man, and it's so funny, dude. He is because I just me, I love comedy, and he just hits me with some of the random funny shit. He just started calling me mama. which was super funny. I was just like, okay, that's hilarious. Like I'm like, like I'll be mom, dude. That's dope. I'll be Mr. Mom. That's a country song. Um, Shout out to my mama before she got eaten by alligators. Always listen to the country all the time with the cigarette out the window, and her hand always flicking in the wind, and it would drive me crazy. Um, so yeah, he kept calling me mama and mommy, and he'd be like, hey mommy, I'm like, what's up, man? And it was just badass, dude. And I remember he had to go use the bathroom, and we were at the baseball field, and Cody was playing her game. So I was like, all right, Bubba, come on. I'll take you to the bathroom. So we're going up to the thing, and he's passing this random stranger standing next to his car. And this kid's 7 years old, mind you. And he looks at him and he goes, hey, man, you know what the sheet sign is? And he says it that fast. So I'm like, what did he say? And I was like, huh? And the dude done the same thing. He was like, huh, what? Because he didn't know what he said. But he said it just fast enough to where that once he done what he did, we were like, we knew what he said. But he was like, hey man, you ever seen the sheet sign? And we were like, huh? And then before we could even really be like, what are you talking about? We both only got out like, what? He puts his arm out straight, 2 fingers on the fucking bend, on the ditch of his arm, and goes, sheesh! And we about died, bro. The stranger died laughing. I was like, hey, bro, he's crazy. Shout out to him. And then I walked up to him and I was like, Curtis, you are hilarious, bro. I was like, that was awesome. It was just freaking funny, man. He is too funny. Um, she's got some funny kids on her hands, but at the same time, she's pretty funny herself. So they'll get it from her. The I've been thinking about this because people always be like, how is your name? How is Marlon in your name? And I'm like, well, my great grandfather, his name was Marlon, and he was in World War II and the whole 9 and the 6. You know what I'm saying? And uh, whenever he passed away, they didn't really have much to give me, but like some of like his World War II memorabilia, which I'm a child, so what do I have any business holding on to any of that? So my mom put it aside and gave me his name. And so that's why Marlon got added to my name. And I remember the last time I ever seen him, I love that man. He is such an awesome dude. I wish I would have been a little bit older so I could have known him more. Because I feel like I get a lot of my artsy stuff from him in a way. Not even saying he was too artsy of a person, but he loved music and he played guitar at church every Sunday. And I mean, dude, he could play guitar. And I just loved my papa, man. He was really cool. And I know this seems silly, not saying he would have any reason to have been like racist, but you know, I'm like the pretty much the only mixed person, the only colored person in my family. And I look back on my great grandfather, and I don't ever remember him. He always showed me love. He always done stuff with me, and not having a father and having a mother who was fucked up on pills all the time. Until she got eaten by alligators. And then the alligators were fucked up on pills. Drugged out gators. Like he was just cool. Like he done stuff with them. Like they were old school, dude. My great grandmother and my great grandfather, Marlon and Opal Pennington, lived in West Virginia. And they were amazing, dude. They were so, and no one could cook like that woman, bro. Like she would have me eating shit that I would never eat, but because she cooked it, it was so good, dude. Have y'all ever heard of wilted lettuce? Wilted lettuce. It's like lettuce and like milk and like onions, and it's some West Virginia shit, y'all. But it is fire, okay? Fire. And I wouldn't be eating that shit any other time, bro. But I love them, dude. They were just great. Um, I'll see them again one day. Or I won't. So, when last time I seen my great grandfather, he had, because he was unfortunately dying of black lung. And I remember they didn't even want me to go back there. I'm glad I got to. And my mom and them, they were fighting. They're like, this is the last time he's going to see him. That motherfucker was a war hero. Hell yeah. And my mom loved my pap. I don't know, the whole relate because I never got to ask her where she was drugged out and eaten by alligators. But I never got to ask her like really like why she loved because the reason I loved my nana so much because my nana, I was afraid of the dark and I slept with my nana until I was fucking like I think I was like 12 years old, and I was just scared of the dark, dude. And my nana just always loved me, and she always made sure that I knew I was loved, and she always wanted me to know that hey, everything's okay. And she just took time to do things with me. Like I remember, dude, my mom wouldn't even go to the movies with me. Like she didn't do shit with me. Like like I. That's why I just game all the time because if she got me a game, I just go fuck off somewhere and she could just go do her thing. She never wanted to do shit with me. I'd be like, hey mom, come go to the movies. She just like, I can't. I'll fall asleep. And I'm young. I'm like, oh, my mom can't because she falls asleep. I get that. Then the older I get, I'm like, oh no, this bitch is just weak as fuck and didn't want to go to the movies. Like, but that's what happens, dude. You stay too fucked up on pills and get eaten by alligators. You end up in the hole. But yeah, last time I see my great grandfather, he had tubes in his mouth, and he just had his head leaned back, and he was on life support, and his chest was going up and down to keep him alive. And even though he really wasn't alive, I guess all that did was keep the shit moving around, so he didn't fucking just start shitting and pissing himself. But because Buddy was gone. But we go in there, and the machine's moving him. His head's tilted back. The tubes are in his mouth, and the only thing I could think because I'm sitting there and I'm just looking at them, and mom's and the whole family's there. And I don't know what to do. I'm just looking at it like a human being being moved around like a fucking transformer. And she's like, tell them bye and you love them and touch them. And I was like, okay. And I like touch. I think I like touched his foot. Like it was just like a situation. I was like, what the hell? But like, cause I didn't understand it. It was just really traumatic almost for what it was worth. But because I was like, oh my gosh, like death is a real thing, and you find that out. I found that out pretty early. You know what I mean? But I just remember looking at the look on his face, man, and his eyes were closed, and his head was tilted back, and his mouth was open with some tubes in it. And if that wasn't the most ultimate hell yeah, brother, face I'd ever seen in my life. My man had a face. His head was tilted back, just mouth open, eyes closed, just oh hell yeah. Like everyone just tilt your head back, open your mouth a little bit like you got some tubes in it, close your eyes, and just give me a good old So he gave me the ultimate hell yeah, brother, on his way out. And I love him for it. And man, dude, I love that guy, man. My pap was really, really cool. I know it seems silly, but I just wish like he could see me now, so I could just kind of be like, like just like he could maybe like be proud, or maybe like see if he would even be proud. That'd be pretty cool. Um, Shit, dude. Whenever if I'm about to go out, bro, and I'm on the I'm on the bed, dude, just put a beer in one hand, and listen, I got the tubes in my mouth. Just put a beer in one hand, crack that bastard. Put a sign in the other one, Looney Tunes style, that just straight up says, "Oh hell yeah." Let people know whenever they come in to visit me, I'm fucking living, dude. Oh, bro, some fire shit, fire. Um, And to move on, I realized something this past week, and I feel like I kind of knew it, but I really said it out loud with my chest, and I was like, I'm just too old for stinky pussy. Great transition. I'm just too old for stinky pussy. I feel like I can't do it. Like this ain't a game. I'm not going to muster through it. If your pussy and your asshole ain't on check, we have a problem. Cause listen, I'm there for dinner, dude. Ugh. I'm there for dinner. Some of y'all are probably like, oh God, why? Well, that leads me to my next point. Morgan Freeman has a show coming out, and it's just like Morgan Freeman Ask Why. And you're just like, why about what? And it like showed like the trailer, and it was just like Morgan Freeman Ask Why about crazy shit. Just like, I wonder why the ocean crashes into the sand. And I'm like, what? I'm like, because she ain't got nowhere else to go, Morgan. He's like, I wonder why someone made a fork when we already had a spoon. I'm like, dude, you're asking crazy shit. You know what I mean? He's asking shit that people would just look at him and be like, bro, you're asking the wrong questions. Like, the wrong fucking questions. He's like, I wonder why the alligator opened his mouth and closed it before he tries to turn around. I'm like, the alligator? I'm like, Morgan, dude, I'll check this show out, but I swear to fucking God, dude. If it's on some other shit, if it really is on some other shit, like, I really am going to freak out. Like, I am going to freak out if it's just, like, the dumbest fucking question. Because it sounds like, because, bro, it's like, leave it, like, that just shows you how much Morgan Freeman is loved. He has a show where his motherfucker just gets to walk around. I wonder why, you know, about that there jam. Why does that jam spread out on that bread, but on the other bread you can barely see it? I'm like, ask something for real. Shit. I'm not going to watch 30 minutes or an hour of that, man. But we'll figure it out. Dude, I sneezed the other day and I thought it literally was the end of me. Like, dude, like, my whole body got cold. Like I sneezed and sneezed and sneezed and sneezed and sneezed. And, like, my whole upper body got cold. And I was like, I put my hand, like, my arms were up like I was on a cross. And I put my head back and I was like, this is it. I was like, this is it. I finally get to be free. Then my body got warm again. Well, dude, I love sneezing, man. Sneezing feels good. Um, dude, on a sad note, I want to bring this up because, dude, I don't know how many people know about this. And I found out, unfortunately, dude, I feel like this is like how all tragic news kind of happens, right? You take a nap and you get up and you kind of find out about it. But I don't know if anybody knew her that's listening. I hope you did. I feel like you should have. I mean, we went to school with her. But Sarah Lee Masters passed away um, this past Sunday, I believe it was, the 12th of September at around the later hours of 11 o'clock in the morning. Uh, her her car had like struck a tree and allegedly like went off into like an embankment, and she had passed away like later following the accident. I guess at the hospital or something. And dude, it's just super sad, man, because I knew who she was, and it's super super sad, bro, because she left her daughter. She was 26 years old, y'all. She was 26 years old and left her daughter, and I'm pretty sure she's like 5 or 6. She's between 4 and 6 years old. Like, she knows when mommy's there and mommy's not there. Like, I helped raise a child from the time they had just turned 2 until they were like 5. Okay, I know what that kid at that age will know and what they won't pay attention to. And I mean, dude, it's crazy. I mean this. Like, nobody should have to hear that their mother or their daughter passed away. But, dude, I feel like, and obviously everyone could, I would assume, agree with this, that it's so much easier, like, if she would have been maybe, like, a teenager or older. Dude, you gotta go tell a little baby girl that mommy just isn't coming home and it's hard to explain what's going on. Man, that's really, really sad, man. And no matter what you're doing, whenever you hear this, I just hope you take a second and just appreciate life, dude. Just be happy with the people you're around. Love your kids. Uh, love your loved ones, man. Like, just try to. That's why I always tell y'all I love y'all at the end of the podcast, man. It's important. Uh, dude, any second, dude. We really just don't know, and it's just sad, man. What, like 26 years old, dude? She was way, way too young and just had too much to live for, and just gone like in the blink of an eye. And it's super sad, bro, because I don't even think most people know. So, and it's like almost a week after. Like anyone else, y'all have fucking had like a, a damn fucking like a whole memorial on Facebook and we used to ride the damn tractor together. But because some of y'all, it wouldn't be too cool to maybe remember her. We don't see anything. But yeah, man, it sucks, man, because I never got to ask her if Lee Masters was one word. I thought she'd appreciated that one. Yeah, man, but and dude, death is interesting, man. In all honesty, I love death because death ain't fake, man. It's coming for all of us. It don't give a fuck how many followers you got. It don't give a fuck what your Facebook's got going on. It don't give a fuck whatever lie you're feeding yourself and the rest of the people around you. Death is gonna grab you on your fucking thick ass and drag you down quick when it's time, of course. Um, And it's coming for all of us. No one's special. That's what's beautiful about it, too. It's not biased. Everyone's getting that fucking slap on the ass, whether you like it or not. And I just love it, dude, because, like I said, it'll make people believe in the mystical. Like, the mystical. Like, I mean, you motherfuckers be like, you watch Star Wars? You believe in a man that wears a mask and saves people? I'm like, well, I mean, I enjoy watching the shit and reading the comics, and I get a little motivation out of it. Yeah, like, is that a problem? Like, but how dare I believe in that? Then you get someone passing away, and you got motherfuckers out here just being like, you know, old Jimmy, I saw a deer the other day that come out and went to take a shit, and whenever it went to take a shit, it got a cramp in its leg, and when it cramped up, it just started, it convulsed real bad while it was pooping, and I said, that looked just like what Jimmy would do, and I knew he had made it home. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You knew he made it home based off the way the deer had a fucking shit attack? Like, well, listen. Come sit down with me. I'll tell you a story about a big purple titan who needs 6 stones to fix half the universe and how the population's just running rampant. Okay? We'll get on some mystical shit if that's what we're doing now. Sorry, man. I'm big on hypocrite shit too, dude. People come at you for believing in crazy shit, then next they'll lose somebody and be like, I saw a dove just straight fly into a windy, and it got back up. I thought it was dead, but it got back up, and it stood there for a second, and it ate something, and it flew away, and it just reminded me of what Jimmy would have done. I said he made it home. Whew. Um, dude, I'm gonna start selling elixir out the back of a fucking wagon. That sounds pretty exciting, if you ask me. Again, sit time. Yeah, man. Just some old school elixir shit, and just put like toilet water, some Clorox bleach, some fucking snake venom, and a couple, get a couple tears from a child, mass produce that shit. Come round, everybody, please, come round, yes, one, come on, come all, come, comedy rum tum, come one, come all. This is my great elixir, and it's green and shit, and it's like bubbling, and I'm like, please, whatever you have, blindness, sickness, if you're retarded, just bring your retardation to me. We will put you in glasses and a tux. The woman will marry you immediately. Come get Larry's famous elixir. Dude, I'd have a whole town of fucking hillbillies just, I love the elixir. I love it. Hey! Well, boy, I tell you, one time I took some of that elixir. One time I was on my truck, my 1800 was on E, and I drank some of that elixir, and the truck itself went back to fucking quarter tank. Just because I sitting there drinking that elixir. One time I about drinking that elixir. and a damn coyote, a damn coyote. You know, that's what they say. I about one time about that liquor, that damn liquor, and you know, hey, mama, shut your ass up! I'm trying to tell the boy a story. So one time I about that damn liquor and a damn coyote came up on me. I opened the bottle and threw it in his eyes. It about seared half his face off. Didn't leave me none to drink though, but it saved my life. My famous elixir. Y'all, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the Doctor Strange. Okay, hang on. Let me just back this up a little bit. Y'all, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the What If series on Disney Plus is just. It's fucking top notch. And it's animated, but it's voiced by like the real actors. And even Chadwick Boseman is voiced by himself because they had his voice done for it before he had passed, I assume. I don't think it's robotic or anything. And it was just, dude, the show is really, really good. It's just like, you know, what if the Avengers were zombies? Or what if, you know, T'Challa, which is Black Panther, which is who Chadwick Boseman played. So what if T'Challa became Star Lord instead of Peter Quill, which is who Chris Pratt played. So it's just like a little cool like side story. It's like, what if in this universe this happened instead of this? Like, what if Peggy Carter became Captain America? That's like the first episode. It's really cool. But there is a spoilers coming up. There is a and I hope to God y'all go watch this. So please, if you haven't seen it, just shut the podcast off right now. Go watch this on Disney Plus and come back and pick it up. Spoilers coming in hot. The Doctor Strange episode of What If is chilling. It had me in tears. I sent it to Robbie. I was like, bro, I just can't stop crying. Like, I could not stop crying. He has the Eye of Agamotto, which is the green thing that he wears around his neck, which is the time stone, the green stone, okay? And once he realized what he could do with it, he wanted to try to bring back the woman that he loved. Wouldn't we all? Well, he realized that her death was a fixed point in time. So no matter how many times he brought her back and tried to recreate that night, she was going to die. Whether it was just her and millions of other people, because he tried so many things. He would keep picking her up and wondering why they couldn't get in the car without it getting crashed into. So then, this is the sad part. One night she's outside waiting on him, and he wouldn't even go pick her up because he was just tired. He wanted her to live. So what happens? The building she was staying in gets blown up. Literally you're just like, shit. Like, you realize, like, her death is a fixed point, and no matter what he was to do, it was written that way. So, he comes to study more of the dark arts, and comes to realize that he can undo a fixed point in time, but it's very, very unstable and harsh on reality. Shouldn't do it. And he had reversed time. He had reversed this fixed point in time so many times that he had merged another timeline with his, which is super dangerous. You should never have two yous in the same timeline. So this universe is already unstable because he's already on some fuck shit. Just trying to get back the woman that he loves. So he starts absorbing monsters and all these horrible things and just fucking becoming this dark Doctor Strange. Well, the good Doctor Strange that's merging this timeline goes looking for him to stop him. And the Eternal one puts not the Eternal, I think Wong puts a protection spell on him, which unfortunately gets broken. But the dark Doctor Strange beat the good one, absorbed him, and got his full power. And, you know, you could tell he had lost sight and became truly dark. But at the end of the day, he wasn't doing it to hurt. He just wanted the person he loved back most. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anybody could understand this. Well, he does this fixed point in time. He undoes it. And when he does, she comes back and she doesn't. This is the saddest part, dude. Oh, it broke my heart. Like, this whole thing is so sad. This is where I started crying and I could not stop crying. And I kept crying until the end of the fucking episode. And I kept going after. because he had absorbed all that power and become something he wasn't, and he had absorbed monsters and all this other stuff. He did not look the same. He looked terrifying. And whenever she come back, she didn't even know who he was. It scared her. She started crawling back, and she thought she was in hell. And the ground starts crumbling, and everything around them starts like, I forgot how she died again. Something crazy happened. But he realized that the world, like reality itself around him, was starting to crumble and break down because he done something he was not supposed to do. Like, he done a really bad thing. And what's so crazy is that the whole time this series is showing about the Watcher or the Observer. I think it's the Observer. No, the Watcher, because he observes everything. Yes, the Watcher, and he's like this entity that like is like a silhouette in like the galaxy, like just watching over every existence, every timeline, just watching it, and no one can see him or hear him. But Strange had absorbed so much power. He said something, and Strange said, "Who said that? Who was there?" And then it's kind of moved on. But that was like in the middle of the episode. But now at the end, when he has all this power and he realizes that what he's done was wrong, and the girl that he loved come back and don't even recognize him and is scared and thinks she's in hell, and reality is crumbling in on him. He's doing this spell trying to keep it from in condensing, because you see everything just going away. Just that's what it was. She died because everything started just disappearing, just condensing, just going away, and he's holding all of it, trying to make sure it doesn't condense and go away. And he looks up at the Watcher and he says, "I know you're there. Please, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Please save this." And it's so well done, bro. You could tell he wants the help, and he's about to, and he's like, "I can't." He was like, "Even if I wanted to, I couldn't." And then like, dude, it's so brutal, and Strange is begging him to help, and he just turns his back on him like he's supposed to, and everything goes away except Strange, and he's just encapsulated into this purple stone, and his whole reality, his whole existence is gone. And after the episode, he just sat there crying, saying that he was sorry and that he didn't know. And it's just sad, man. It's sad, like he loved her so much, like he done this shit and was blinded by it all, and then at the end just come to realize like he's just sitting there crying by himself, just saying like he's like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't know it was gonna, I'm just forgive me, I'm so sorry," just by himself. Oh, dude, if I don't see a good outcome to where somehow something saves his reality and gets him out of that trapped purple stone or whatever the fuck it is, I will literally, it'll be one of the darkest episodes of something I've ever watched in my life. It was so fucking sad. Oh, teared up just thinking about it. Anyway, um, yeah. uh, literally, I mean, fuck, might as well, right? Like, on a side note here, dude, someone tell Mark Holcomb that I hope he gets attacked by a pack of retarded people. Fuck that guy. I hope a pack of retarded people run him down and just nibble on his ass. I hope they all just got gums and they just nibble on him, so it's just fucking bruising them up real bad. And they just fucking nibble on his ass until he gets jaundice. I don't even know how that would work out, but that'd just be funny. Yo, I don't know if anybody knows Randall Park, but he might be the most whitewashed Asian I've ever seen in my life. I mean, Jackie Chan's been around for damn near 60 years, and y'all still can barely understand the words coming out of his mouth. Huh? Y'all remember the clip? Do I gotta play the clip? Do I gotta play the Rush Hour clip? Dude, and I'm telling you right now, if anyone listens to the podcast, if you haven't seen Rush Hour, like, what the fuck are you doing? There are some movies in life that you really should be put onto. Like, there's no reason, like, you shouldn't know the whole scene from Rush Hour. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? So, I hope y'all were able to bear with me while I fucking, done that. Oh, dude, we got an ad for James Bond? Oh, shit, it's back. Hell yeah. No Time to Die, October 8th, baby. Let's rock. Listen to this shit. Young Jackie Chan, fresh as can be, red tie, black suit, gets off the plane, fresh in America. Chris Tucker, looking good. Shishi.
Please tell me you speak English. I'm Detective Carter. Do you speak any English? Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Jackie just smiles at him. Oh shit. That is so funny, bro. It is so funny. Those are classic movies. Classic. Dude, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan were on another level of just chemistry, bro. They killed Rush Hour 1. Fuck, that movie's good, dude. Fuck, that movie is good. Damn, man. That's crazy. Yo, a little fun story. Dude, when I was young, me and my uncle used to fart in slingshots and hit birds with it. We called it sling and wind. He'd be like, hey, boy, you want to go sling some wind? I'd be like, yeah, Bubba, I'm coming. We get our slingshots. He'd have a couple fucking cans of beans out there, and he'd just start talking to me. We'd eat beans. He'd be like, here's a good one. Get your slingshot ready. Bro, I'd fucking blow my brains out in that slingshot. Just all the gas I had in the world, and you'd see the fucking black little hole where the rock should be just start to fill up with air. And I'd rock a damn bird with it, dude, and that fucker would hit a tree. Oh, bro. Such a good time. Sling and wind, man. Try that out. Finally made a TikTok. Smokey One Kenobi, so follow me on that. It's pretty funny. I guess I should have made one a while ago. I'm just such against it, man. You know what I mean? I just don't need all the, dumb shit. But at the same time, the content on there is ruthless. It's so funny, and it just goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. Fuck, TikTok is good, bro. TikTok is good. I'm gonna be real because I heard something the other day. If you go by doc and you're not a doctor, you definitely only eat meat and taters and probably have had slaves. Just saying. And speaking of slaves, dude, Django, bro. If y'all haven't seen Django, that's a fucking great movie. Django. Django. Oh, dude, that's a fucking good ass movie, dude. Jamie Foxx fucking throwing a whip around at people and damn, bro. But let's just be real about the real aspect of it. Tarantino doesn't miss. Like, Quentin Tarantino doesn't fucking miss, dude. I mean, that's why he said he's only making like 10 or 12 movies, something like that. Like, which is sad because, I mean, once again, you watch every one of his movies and they're just wild. And you're like, what? And none of them mimic. The only thing every one of his movies mimic from the other one is that they're fucking nuts. Like, that's like you'll be chilling 1 second, having this nice scene. Next minute, you'll see a girl get her fucking head smashed in. You're like, what? Like, and then dude, God. Quentin doesn't miss, bro. Quentin doesn't miss. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the podcast this week. Give it a like, subscribe, share with your friends. Give me a good old hell yeah, brother. Love somebody, dude. Give somebody a hug. We'll be back with shit next week. You know me. I'm always like, I wonder what it's gonna be about, but that's life, man. You live and shit never stops happening. But yeah, man. We're about to obviously, as always, go get some food and kick it and talk the shit. So I love all you guys. I will see you next week on the next Down to the Roach.
Just do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. I'm stunner till I D.I.D. You can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. I'm stunner till I D.I.D.